Good Thursday morning to you. Bryce Doeschot and Clay Patton joining you here. I'm broadcasting from our Lincoln office of the Nebraska Innovation Campus, Nebraska Soybean Board Innovation Campus Studios, I should say. Clay, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Bryce. Excited to be with you here this morning. A lot going on, though, in the not only the ag world, but really the world in general.
Let's talk about why that is. Here is the latest news we have. Russia overnight launched a wide-ranging attack on Ukraine, hitting cities and bases with airstrikes and shelling. This has had a big impact on the markets, and we wanted to jump on here both on Facebook and Twitter to update our listeners of what's coming up here as we open up the day trade at 8:30, Clay.
Exactly. We're just about 90 seconds away from that day trade. Overnight markets, when I checked in before going to bed, 10 o'clock last night, I threw out there the possibility $100 crude by morning, $10 Kansas City wheat by this afternoon, $17 beans. We're almost there. Kansas City wheat, Chicago wheat, both limit higher, 50 cents up in the overnight session. We saw March corn up the limit, up 35 cents. May corn almost there. So there's some serious movement in the overnight market trade. West Texas crude trading just below 100 at $99.50 a barrel. Brent crude, what they trade typically in Europe, trading over $100 a barrel this morning. So there's a lot of volatility. There's a lot of concern right now in the market. They're moving away from equities. The Dow down over 800 in the Dow futures, that is. Dollar index, it was a dollar as a safe haven. It's up over $1. So we're 30 seconds away here from the open. So it's going to be exciting to see what happens here, but likely to be strong for the commodities, very negative for the equities. The NASDAQ now in bear market territory, down almost 20% from its highs set back last November. So a very serious correction in that market.
Clay, you mentioned the open, and we're going to carry that live right here on our social media channels as you bring our listeners over the air the latest information when those markets do open just here in a few seconds. So we'll be able to enjoy that in about 8 seconds or so, it looks like.
Exactly.
So,
we're going to be right live in Chicago when the CME opens the board here, coming up in 2 seconds now. Good morning, Clay Patton on the World Radio Network. Let's take a rundown of the latest happening in the opening commodity trade as we go out and across the trade here this morning. That's where we're seeing limit higher moves in the wheat market, along with limit higher moves as well in the corn markets off the open. March corn, 7.18 3/4, 35 higher this morning. May corn, 7.16 1/4, up the limit, up 35. July corn at 7.07, up 32.5. December new crop corn, 6.34 1/4, that is 23 higher. What is driving the market today? Why are we seeing this type of reaction across the trade? A lot of it stemming from Russia invasion of Ukraine. Managed money is fleeing from the equities. They're quickly moving to hard assets like the grain market, like the precious metals, like energies, as well as safe haven currencies, the US dollar index, the Swedish franc, as well as the Japanese yen. March soybeans this morning open 17.13, now 14.5, up 39.5. May 17.04 3/4, up 33 3/4. July 16.88 3/4, up 28 3/4. November 15.02 3/4, up 15 1/4. March Chicago wheat locked limit higher, 9.26. May 9.34 3/4. July 9.28 3/4, all limit up 50 cents. March Kansas City 9.63.5. May 9.68. July new crop KC 9.66 1/4. All of them locked limit higher, up 50 cents. We didn't know what would happen in the livestock cattle and live and feeder cattle lower. We're seeing the lean hogs open to the positive. February live cattle $1.4250, down 55. April $1.4375, down $1. June lives $1.4025, down 87. We're seeing April feeders $1.6385, down 442. August $1.8120, down 3. We're seeing April lean hogs now $1.745, down 52. The June lean hogs $1.1927, up 50. Outside trade right now, your Dow is opening 815 to the lower, 32,321. The Nasdaq down 385. The dollar index back up $1.15, 97.34.
thank you very much, Clay. Interesting things are going to be developing throughout the day. I know you got to get going. We'll just remind our viewers as we wrap up here that you're going to be on the air all day bringing us the latest information so we can.
We'll be here through the close. We'll keep you updated, Bryce.
Tune into the Rural Radio Network for those reports. Clay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Bryce.